all very well and good setting up your business on Amazon, but when you do that, how many sales per day can you expect to make? Well, in this video, we're going to show you, and I've asked one of a special guests to come along, a guy called Niraj, to come in and show you exactly how many sales you can expect to make from your Amazon store. Now, if you like this kind of content where we're helping you build your own business, whether that's on Amazon or eBay, Etsy or Shopify, whatever it may be sure to like this video because it really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and also subscribe to my channel because we post new videos just like this each and every day. If you've got a question you want me to answer, be sure to comment in the comments below and we'll get that answered for you too. All right, with that being said, here's Niraj with the answer.
Okay, so that was a good question. How many sales you can expect from when you launch a product? The question was from Jana Silva. Thanks for asking the question. That's a very good question. A lot of my students, when I do product discovery sessions, they ask me how many sales you can expect. Now, the answer to that is it depends. Okay, I don't normally like to answer those sort of ways. It depends, sort of thing. But it really depends, because when you launch a product, normally you get no sales initially. So answer could be 0 sales when you launch it, right? Now you have to make your product appear in Amazon search engine, and then Google search engine, and drive traffic through different ways before you start making sales. So obviously, when I say it depends on if you do the PPC right, if you got your Facebook or Google advertisement done, if you got your photos and your listing optimization done, things like that. Okay, but let's imagine if everything is already done right. Okay, let's imagine your listing is right, you do PPC. How many sales do you expect? Whether it's 5 a day or whether it's 500 a day. Okay, and that we can work on. Okay? So as you can see on my listing, we got a power bank as an example. All right, so normally what happens is when you search for example, solar power bank, right? That's the keyword that I'm using right now, solar power bank. When you search for a product like that, there will be a one bestseller and maybe 1 or 2 Amazon choice sellers. So as you can see, there are 4 sponsored ads. So we're gonna skip those ones, but then we can see Amazon choice one, and then there will be some one Amazon bestseller somewhere. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Okay. So currently I cannot find, there is one here, Amazon bestseller. Now, obviously the best one and the Amazon choice one is probably the one that is selling most. Now, what is that most? That could be 50 a day, could be 500 a day, like I said. But we can find out that by doing few things. And there are a few manual ways of doing this. Now, obviously, one of the easiest way to use is Unicorn Smasher or some sort of tool. But I don't like to use those tools as those tools are based on BSRs and things like that. So it's just the guesswork. So I do it manually. So if I go to this listing here, that is 90 review 169.99, which is Amazon choice logo there. Now, as you can see on the right hand side, it says shipped from Amazon and sold by XYZ, someone like you and me. Okay, Zam, sold by Zam. All right, so that's FBA, obviously. So if you click on the quantity here, you will see sometimes there's 5, 4, 10, 20, 30. Okay, so why it's showing 5 is because he's got he's limited 5 per customer, so you can't see more than 5 on that listing. So he's a smart seller. He must be one from AOE group. I imagine. So he's a smart seller. Okay, so if you go to the second one, for example, and if you see this one is also FBA, Amazon, he's again the same seller. So I'm not gonna doubt on that drop down. So what I'm looking for is 999 sort of trick. If you remember, Neil has shown 999 trick a few weeks ago. I'm not sure if obviously all of you were there, but I'm sure some of this is another same seller. So I'm looking for the listing that allows me to click on the drop down that says 30 essentially to start with. Let's look for one more. Hopefully we find one. So that's a different seller, and that is not as smart as that other guy. So this must be outsider in our language, not an AOE student, I think. Just throwing some jokes there for you guys. All right, so if you go to cart, you can then increase this guy's sales, since this guy's stock level by using 999. That's just one way of doing it. Okay. So once you do 999, hit enter, you will then see it's asking me to sign up, sign into my account, which I'm not gonna do that for now. But when you do the 999 trick, it tells you actually that how many he's got in stock. So let's imagine it says 350 in stock as of now, and you track it for like 5 days and come back after 5 days and see he's got 300 left. So you can see that he sold 50 units in those 5 days. Okay, so that is 10 sales per day. Now that's obviously one seller. You can do that for a few sellers and find out what they are doing in that particular niche. So like I said, Amazon bestseller one probably selling 25, 30 per day. The Amazon choice one probably selling 18 or 20 per day, and then the other guys maybe 8 or 9 or 10. But that gives you a flavor of what sort of sales you can expect when you launch a power bank in that niche. So this is one of those things that I teach in my product discovery session to expect what's gonna be your reality when you launch a product. So it could be a power bank, it could be a dog collar, it could be a garlic press, but you need to know when you launch the product, or even before you launch the product, you need to know what to expect when you launch the product. Okay, we don't necessarily need to have a product that says 500 or 50 or 60 a day, because that also depends on your investment capacity. Now, if you have a product that sells 70 per day, and you only have a $3,000 or $5,000 budget, and you can only buy 200 of them, you will be sold out in 3 days. So you don't have to worry so much about the product that sells 70 or 60 per day when you have a small budget like 3,000. If that makes sense. Okay, and I have launched product in last 2 years in Australian market, and last year I got one product that was selling 60 per day on average around obviously October, November, and December time, which is Christmas time, and that was in that niche like gifting sort of product. It was in a lighting niche, to be honest. I'm gonna be upfront there. So it was selling 60 units per day sort of thing, right? And I ran out of stock 5 times because I couldn't simply fulfill the need. So I started with 300 units as a testing, then 500, then 1,000, but it was selling so fast that I could get the stock back from China to Australia. It was selling more faster than I could manage. Okay, so that's just one of those things. But there is another way I use eBay to validate how many sales you can expect. So on eBay, if you go onto eBay and then search for solar power bank, and then you will see a couple of thousand listings, and then you can just click on few listings from the top page, obviously, and find out how many they are selling. And eBay, you don't have to use 999 trick or things like that. eBay is very, very straightforward. So if you go on to one of the listing here, for example, and then you will see it says 47 sold, highlighted in red color right in front of you. Okay, and if you click on that 47 sold, it will most likely say it's selling 1 or 2 or 3 per day. So on 2nd of August, he sold 3 of them. On 1st of August, 2. On 29th of August, 1. 28th, 2. So on an average, you can see 2 per day. Okay, I'm not going to go so much into detail of the whole month, but that's just a quick overview of how I validate if the product has a demand and how many to expect when it starts selling in the market. All right, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, happy to answer.
That was a video from my regular Monday night open Q&A session with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. We've got over 2,500 members right around the world, all building their own e-commerce businesses. We're actually the fastest growing community of e-commerce entrepreneurs here in Australia. If you'd like to find out more, get yourself off to www.aussieonlineentrepreneurs.com.au. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.